Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Aqua Alex Live. I'm your host, Tropical Fish Keeper, Aqua Alex Cardinelli. Today, I have another exciting episode of Aqua Alex Live for you. I'm going to be interviewing one of my personal favorite aquatic YouTubers today. Last month, I had my very first interview with him. So we're going to be doing this on a monthly basis. So I'm really excited about today's interview and this month's interview. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and welcome our very special guest today. We have coming to us from YouTube channel PF Fishing. Please welcome Payton from PF Fishing to the show. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm glad you're here today, and thank you for taking time to be here today.
Yep, glad to be back.
Yeah, I had a blast last time. I will have a blast this time.
Yeah, hopefully we have an even better time this time.
That sounds great. So, if we have any live viewers, if you have any questions for Payton, please post them in the comments. I'll make sure to answer them for you. So, if you're tuned in live, you have questions for Payton from PF Fishing, post them in the comments, and we will get them answered for you. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, my first question for you is: did you get any new fish since our last video?
Um, Actually, I don't think so. I think the only thing that I may have gotten new were two blue aquariums. I think that's it. I haven't really gotten anything new here recently at all. I just put out my first video in like 3 weeks today of get my flowerhorns new tank. My flowerhorns tank leaked since our last discussion, but today I uploaded the video of him getting his new tank, so got that all nice and set up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's just two blue cards. They're pretty small, so I'm actually going to get them back moved into the tank that they were staying in tomorrow. I had to take them out because of my flowerhorns tank leaking. I had to move him somewhere, and the only option, honestly, was the tank, the bow front tank that they were staying in at the time. They're actually in the tank right here behind me, in that hexagon tank that you can see kind of blurry in the background. That's the tank that they're in right now. So tomorrow I'm going to move them back into the bow front tank where they really need to be.
Oh, that's cool. Blue Acaras are a pretty cool fish.
Yeah, they are. It's a really, really nice looking South American cichlid. And like I said, these two are pretty small. They're only probably about 1.5 inches right now. So hopefully we'll be able to get them up into some pretty good size here in the next few months.
Yeah, they're pretty fast growing with those green terrors and stuff.
Yeah, they are.
So I know that you work at a tropical fish store. So has the tropical fish store you work at got anything cool recently?
Um, we got in arowana last week. It was pretty nice. Silver arowana, probably about 6 inches. Other than that, I don't think so. It seemed like there was something on a trade-in. We did have somebody trade in a bunch of big fish last Thursday. Actually, they brought in like two really nice big albino Oscars, a nice big red spot severum, a gold severum, a green severum, and then like 6 huge plecos. Oh, we had somebody trade in a really, really big parrotfish. That's probably the third one of them I've seen like maxed out. They're crazy looking when they get that big, but that's about it. Just kind of the usual, really.
That's pretty cool. I got a couple arowanas last week.
What's that?
I got a couple of arowanas last Wednesday.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna upload the unboxing video I did after our video today.
Cool.
It's pretty cool that you got a pretty full-grown sized blood parrot at your store.
Yeah, somebody's they probably came and picked them up yesterday. Honestly, I'm not there during this part of the week, but somebody already bought that and the all three of the Severns. They were just holding them, and they were going to come pick them up, I think, early this week. So probably yesterday or either today they came and picked them up.
Nice, that's pretty cool. So, if you were to open up your own tropical fish store, what would be some things you would do different than other stores?
That's a great question, honestly, because the store that I work at, I like how it's structured, and I like the amount of tanks that are in there. I think I really don't know, because honestly, like I said, the store that I work at is honestly how I would want a fish store that I open up to be kind of designed. I think there's maybe some different fish that I wouldn't really do necessarily, um, that we do because they just are not a really hardy fish. I'm not, and my boss is pretty good about not ordering fish that don't tend to live very well and don't tend to do well with customers. We just have kind of learned, and there's also like live bears, for example, don't seem to do very well in our local water. Like the hardness of the water, they just don't seem to do well in, especially like platies. Like that's why we don't really keep that many of them at the store. But um, honestly, I mean, like I said, how our store is structured, that's probably how I would want to store if I owned it to be. And I've done a tour video of our store, so you can if anyone's wondering what the store looks like, you can go and look. I've actually made 2 of those videos.
Nice, yeah, I saw the first one, or your most recent one I just saw. It's a pretty awesome one.
Yeah. It was more of just of like the fish that were in the tanks, but the original store tour video that was about a year and a half or so ago, that one was a little bit more of an in-depth type tour. But this one I was just kind of giving a full run through of all the fish that we had at the time. And I'm
Nice.
probably going to try to do an unboxing video here pretty soon at the store, because we get a shipment every Thursday. We get our main big shipment every Thursday. Sometimes we'll get a smaller shipment on Friday, not every Friday. And then sometimes we'll get big ORA orders, or sustainable aquatic orders, which are just 2 big saltwater distributors, but we don't order from them very consistently. So that's not every week like the big Thursday order is. But I'll probably try to do an unboxing video of like one week when we do get a good amount of fish in and there's not a bunch of people in the store. So
That's a good idea, yeah. I think you would get a lot of views on that.
what's that?
I think your video would get a lot of views if you did an unboxing video.
Yeah, I haven't done that before. I've wanted to before, but it just seemed like something always kind of is happening, like when I'm trying to do one. So
I hear you. So I know we talked about blood parrots a moment ago, and you mentioned a flower horn. So we have a question from a viewer, and he wants to know, what is your thoughts on hybrid fish like flower horns and blood parrots?
what are my thoughts on them?
Yeah, I guess they're kind of controversial, is what he's trying to say.
I mean, I think they're cool. I mean, honestly, I mean, um, especially like, the whole glowfish thing. I know it's not really a hybrid fish, but going back to that, a lot of people had a problem with that when they first started doing it because of the way that they were doing it. But now they're born like that. They're born with that color and they keep that color. But that's kind of off topic. But I think they're cool. Man-made fish. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I like them. I used to keep some blood parrots of my own. Now, obviously, I have a flower horn, so I don't think there's anything wrong with it, honestly.
Yeah, they are pretty neat looking. A lot of people have their own feelings about them, but there are some that I
Yeah.
like out there.
hmm Yeah, I'd say flower horns are probably my favorite hybrid fish.
I think for me, it would probably be the red tail type of some of those catfish.
That'd probably be my second. Yeah, that's a cool one too. That really is.
They also have tiger seminoles and marble acara hybrids too.
Yeah, and there's a guy that's comes into the store. He mentioned to me he watches the channel, but he has got, I can't remember if he said it was a red tail or a shovel nose or something. It's pretty good size that he's going to be moving and he doesn't have anywhere to put the fish. And he was asking me the other day if he could kind of lend them to me, you know, and let me kind of look out after him for the time being, a short amount of time, and staying out there in my big exotic pond. And so that might be something I'll have here in the next few weeks, but it'll only be for a short amount of time. It's not like he's giving me the fish. He's just kind of letting me hang on to the fish for him until he kind of gets into his new place.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I think he'll have fun with it.
Yeah, it'll be fun. And I've still got the two marble char catfish. One's about 6.5 inches. The other one's about 4.5, 5 inches. But they're just not quite big enough, even the bigger one, to go into the big 800 yet. So right now they're in the 300-gallon pond with the goldfish and the turtles.
Yeah, I had to rehome my marble pond. He got too big for me.
Really? How big did it get?
He got about like 14 inches.
Oh, wow. That's big.
Yeah,
That's how big I'm trying to get mine.
They grow fast.
Yeah. But, you know, and they're a fast-growing fish compared to a lot of other fish they are. But compared to like red tails and I guess even shovel nose, they don't get quite as big. But to me, it doesn't seem like they grow quite as fast as like the red tails do. But they still grow fast and they still get really, really big compared to a lot of other just regular tropical fish.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I actually traded for a pair of Volker cats.
Oh, those are cool too. Yeah.
They're pretty cool. They grow up to about a foot long or so.
Yep. Kind of big.
So I know you have a lot of aquariums. What's your tank maintenance schedule like?
My tank maintenance schedule.
Yeah.
Oh, usually I try to do it on Wednesdays. If not Wednesdays, it's Sundays. But sometimes I'll do some of the maintenance on a Sunday and then some of the maintenance on a Wednesday. Those are just kind of the 2 days that I've done my maintenance. And I usually, if I'm doing all of the tanks in one day, it usually is going to take me about 2.5 hours. But when I say all of the tanks, that does not mean I'm doing a water change on all the tanks. Some of the tanks get a water change once a week. Some of them get one once a month. It just, every tank is different. And like my pea puffer tank, that planted tank, I'll do like a 5-gallon water change on it once a week. My 55-gallon cichlid tank, I'll do a 10-gallon water change on it every 2 weeks. Some of my smaller 10 gallons that don't have very many fish in them, I'll do a water change like once a month, you know, because that's all that they need. There's no reason to be doing countless water changes when you don't have to do them. You know, when a tank doesn't need it, why are you taking from it when you don't need to be taking from it? That's kind of the way I look at it.
That's very true. So that's pretty cool that you don't have to do them all the same day, like all the tanks.
Right. Because I mean, 12 tanks. I mean, to some people that sounds like a lot, but then there's some people that are keeping 30 plus, and a lot of those people have it set up to where they can do them quickly, you know, and they have a system. Of mine are just kind of here and there, so it's kind of like going to one tank to the next and wiping them down, and then siphoning out the water, and then checking on the filter and doing whatever kind of other stuff, and it adds up. That's why you can't do so much at once. I don't try to do that, but I used to really complicate it. Now I don't. I just do whatever needs to be done, and that's it.
That's pretty cool. You have to say your tanks look awesome on your video.
Yeah, well, I try to keep them looking good. The main things is keeping a nice and healthy tank. Is don't run the light too long, don't overfeed, and stay on top of your maintenance. You do those 3 things, you're going to have a good tank.
I agree 100% with you on that.
Yeah.
So I know that there's a lot of fish stores all across the nation, but have you ever ordered fish online? And from who have you ordered online before, if you have?
Yeah, my big peacock bass, which is my biggest fish. Um, he was ordered from a guy in Miami. I don't know his name or anything. He's on eBay though. Um, but real nice guy. The only thing I didn't really know, this was the only kind of fish that I've ever done this with. Any other fish I've ordered before obviously will come straight to my door from FedEx, UPS, or even the mail service. But um, it actually had to get shipped to the airport, the local airport here, and I had to go pick it up at like 10 o'clock at night. That would have happened, I probably would not have ordered the fish, but for the price and I mean the shipping price, even it wasn't a bad price, so I just had to do it. But yeah, I've ordered some guppies before. Some of the guppies that I'm breeding right now, and some that I've bred in the past, I've ordered online from eBay breeders. I've ordered some shrimp online from Aqua, which is a guy on the West Coast. Um, I think that's about it. I haven't ordered a bunch of stuff because if it's something that I know we can order at the store, I try to do that. But sometimes even if it's taking too long for us to get it in, I'll just go and order it myself. Because obviously I can get it a lot cheaper at the store I work at. If I ordered it through my boss. But yeah, I don't order too many things. But my plaquette beta, I've ordered that from an eBay person. I think the name is Houston Aqua. They're in Houston, Texas. Um, that's probably about it, though. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Last week I did an order online, and today I ordered some fish online too.
Cool. Yeah, ordering online is cool and all, but the problem is you don't know what you're going to get until you actually get it. So that's why I like on eBay, believe it or not, you can find some really, really cool people on there that actually have good stuff and have it at a good price, and won't do you dirty, and will actually treat you right. Um, but there's you just don't know what you're gonna get when you order something online. You just kind of have to keep that in mind.
That's true. I only order from reputable sellers that I know personally. So my next question for you is: have you ever attended tropical fish events like Monster Fish Bash or Aqua Shella?
Yep, I've been to Aqua Shella. I went to the one, I think it was in 2018 in Dallas, Texas. I went to that one. I did a video on it. It's on my channel. You just have to go a while back. Um, really, really cool place. I haven't not been to many aquarium conventions before, but I can tell compared to other aquarium conventions, it definitely stands out. Like it is really, really nice. Like freshwater and saltwater. I got to meet so many cool people there. Joey from King of DIY, um, Aquarium Co-op, they were there. A lot of cool people there and a lot of cool setups as well. They actually had a flower horn contest. I remember that. And I remember I made it the thumbnail of that video. They had this one circular tank and they had like 600 neon tetras in there and then like some ram cichlids. It was so cool because it was all circular and they had it kind of like scaped in the middle of the tank with rocks and driftwood and plants. And all the neons were circling the tank the whole time. It was just stunning looking at that. But really, really cool place. And I try to go to the one. I would have went to the one that was near Orlando this year back in June, but we actually had a beach trip that same week, so that's why I did not end up going to it then.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've been to a couple of them. They're very interesting, and I think they're a big beneficial part of the aquarium hobby.
Absolutely, yeah. Because I mean, you get to see so many cool things there. Actually, there I did buy some fish, even though it was like a 10-hour drive. Fish were fine. I bought some cichlid fruit food from this one guy, and I still have some. I still consistently feed it to my peacocks. It's a guy. He has a website, Mike's Cichlids. He's down in South Florida somewhere. Which is where a lot of those cichlid guys are. Um, but he makes the food himself. I got 2 different kind of cichlid foods, and I still feed one of them very, very consistently to my peacock cichlids, and they seem to love it, and it's really, really good for them. But I think I remember what I bought. I think it was like 2 super red angelfish, I believe. They were small, and then like 3 of some kind of pleco. I forget what kind they were. They weren't common plecos. They were something else, but saw a lot of really cool plecos there too. Like, the ones that you see online that are like $600-700. Well, they had them there for a lot cheaper because they're breeding them, and it's also a one-time type of deal. They're not selling them for that price the whole year. It's just that one day. But a lot of things there were at a really, really good price that they weren't normally going to be at. So kind of had to take advantage of them. A lot of anemones too. I remember that. There's a lot of saltwater anemones for sale.
That's cool. Yeah, saltwater tends to have more of these aquarium events than freshwater does. One of the main reasons I brought that question up was because a friend of mine and a couple of other friends here in South Florida were thinking about putting together an event, and I wanted to invite you to it if you were going to be able to come to South Florida.
Well, that'd be cool. What type of event would you make it? I mean, I know I'd be involved about fish and stuff like that, but like, what kind of an event would you say it would be?
It would be mostly freshwater and a little bit of saltwater. It would be very similar to Aqua Shella, but my focus would be on monster fish mostly.
Okay.
We're still in the planning
Okay,
stage,
I get what you're saying.
but,
Yeah, that'd be cool. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm in charge of finding all the YouTubers and stuff. So you were one of the people that I had in mind.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be fun. Yeah.
Awesome. So probably like next week or something, we'll get a date for you, and I'll let you know.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And then you could go home with some fish, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully so. Yeah.
So if any of our live listeners have any questions for my dear friend Peyton from PF Fishing, please make sure to post them in the comments, and I will have them answered for you. So do you have anything else you want to talk about today?
Nothing in particular. Go check out my channel. If you don't know who I am, PF Fishing. I do mainly just aquarium videos, but also pond videos. Every once in a while, I'll throw in a fishing video here and there. That's how my channel originally did start. That's how it has the name PF Fishing. Just haven't ever changed it. Mostly freshwater fish. I do have some kind of a variety. Honestly, I've got guppies and endlers and cories and shrimp, and then a variety of different types of cichlids, African and South American. I also have flowerhorn. I've got pea puffers, planted tanks. I mean, I've got betas, all kinds of things. I even have a saltwater tank. So I got all kinds of stuff. So just go check out my channel if you, like I said, don't know who I am.
Yeah, definitely. You're gonna have to check out the channel and subscribe. And I think our next video will have some more fish for us.
Hopefully so. Yep. I've got some stuff planning out here. Hopefully it just goes through.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you for being on today's video. You did a great job again.
Thank you. Had a great time talking fish as well.
So I want to make sure that all of our viewers, if you're not subscribed to his channel, please make sure you do. He has some wonderful content. He's one of my personal favorite YouTubers for a reason. So make sure you subscribe to Peyton on YouTube, PF Fishing. You also have an Instagram, right?
Yeah, so it's my YouTube name backwards. So it's fishing_PF, and I'll post, pictures and videos and stuff on there that you won't ever see on my YouTube. So go follow it as well.
Awesome. You're a fantastic fish keeper, and I want to thank you for agreeing to do the videos with me. I think it's a great benefit for my viewers, It's certainly a great benefit for me.
Thank you, man. Had a great
You're
time as
welcome.
always.
So I would like to thank all the fish keepers for tuning into today's video. We're going to do another interview with Payton next month. That's going to be another good, fun video, and I look forward to that. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of Aqua Alex Live. Have a good night, everybody.